Hello dear students, welcome back to the NCERT Science class of 8th standard. Dear students, in the previous class we have completed the topic coal and petroleum. See there we have studied about the coal and petroleum. The coal is a black hard substance as a stone, and we have studied before that we have studied the natural resource. The meaning of natural resource, that is the things which gives the benefits to the human life. Those things are called as the natural things which gives the benefits to the human life. That the natural things are called as the natural resource. There are two types of natural resource. The first one is exhaustible natural resource. The second one is inexhaustible natural resource. Yes. The next study, students, the exhaustible natural resource, that is the natural resource which is present in unlimited form, that will not inexhaustible natural resource, the natural resource which will not complete in the future, that is present in unlimited form. For example, sunlight, that will not be complete in the future. Such natural resources are called as the inexhaustible natural resource. The natural resource which will complete in the future, for example, coal and petroleum, that will complete in the future if we going on continuously extracting from the earth. That will be complete in the future. That limited natural resource are called as the exhaustible natural resource. For example, coal and petroleum, forest and wildlife, that we have studied. Then after this one, we have studied the story of the coal and petroleum. And also the coal and petroleum are the fossil fuels. It is because they are obtained from the coal and petroleum are obtained from the decomposition of organic material. Due to the decomposition of plants, the coal is forming. The next, due to the decomposition of animal or the aquatic animals, the petrol is formed. Yes. Then coal is a hard black substance as a stone. Hard as stone or the rock, and it is a black color substance, and we are getting a lot of benefits from the coal. See, the coal that is using in the steam engines in the beginning, and next nowadays the coal is using in the electric power plants. Then after this one, we have studied the story of coal. The coal is formed. It is obtained from the earth crust. It is formed after the decomposition of the plants. 300 million years back, the whole earth's surface was covered with a thick forest, and that is buried under the soil due to the natural disasters. For example, earthquake, tsunami, and next flood and all, that is buried under the soil, and these plants, the green layer, the plants is going and decomposing under the earth crust with under the high temperature and high pressure, and that way that plants, whatever the buried plants, that will turns to the coal. Yes. The next after this one, dear students, that story we have studied. And the byproducts of coal, also we have studied the different byproducts of coals are there. The first one is coke, the second one is coal tar, the third one is coal gas. Coke, it is obtained on processing the coal. That coke is mainly using in the extraction of metals to burn or to burn the oxides of metals. That metals are obtained in the raw forms. That is, they contain the different oxides and all. To remove these oxides from the metals, that the extracted metals, the impure metals, they will burn in the presence of or with the help of coke to oxidize, or the oxides that will be removed out by burning with the coke, and the pure metals we will get during the extraction of metals in the reverberating furnace. Later we will study in the 10th standard about the extraction of metals with the help of coke and all. Next, after this one, coal tar. Coal tar is the black thick liquid with an unpleasant smell, isn't it? And lot of more than 200 things are mixed and forms a coal tar. That is also called as a mixture of more than 200 substance of the things. And next, dear students, these coal tar is using for the preparation of the materials like perfumes, dyes, and paints, plastics, and after this one explosives, the photographic plates and all the different materials will get from the coal tar. That's why we can say that more than 200 types of byproducts are there in the coal tar. Then next, coal gas. It is a gas obtained on processing the coal to get the coke, and in the beginning it was used for the lighting the street lamps, and this coal gas is nowadays it is using for producing the heat. Yes. Next, after this one, the second natural resource, that is petroleum. Petroleum is a natural resource which is present in the black liquid, is obtained in the black liquid from the earth crust. Yes. Next, dear students, the petroleum was also formed by the decomposition of aquatic animals. When the aquatic animals like large whales and the different aquatic animals, fishes and all, they will die and buried under the soil. And when the soil it forms above these animals, the layer of soil is formed, and then under this one, under the soil, at the high temperature and high pressure, the soil gets the aquatic animals gets decomposed and it turns to the oils or petroleum. Yes. The next to this, petroleum contains the different mixtures. The petroleum contains the different things like petrol, diesel, kerosene. Petroleum contains petrol, diesel, kerosene, paraffin wax, and next lubricants and all, and these are called as the components of petroleum. The separation of the components is going on, that the process is called as the petroleum refining. The process of refining the process of separation of the components of the petroleum like diesel, petrol, kerosene, paraffin wax and different oils and lubricants, all that is called as the refining of petrol. Yes. The next, after this one, that contains the different mixtures, and after this one, the natural gas also we have studied. Natural gas is obtained. Very important fuel is easily that is easily portable, that can supply to the pipelines, that mainly it is present in the Delhi and Vadodara of Gujarat, and that can be transported, and that the natural gas is a highly compressed gas. We can compress into a small cylinder. That's why it is called as the CNG gas. There are a lot of applications also we have studied about the natural gas. Then it is using in the vehicles and all the different applications we have studied in the previous class. Then after this one, we have studied the management of natural resources, or the limited natural resources, how to use whenever we need. That time only we have to use the natural resource. Instead, if we are not using the natural resource, we have to make it off, by which we can conserve the natural resource or the exhaustible natural resource that will complete in the future. These are the different ways are there while using the petrol and diesel by the vehicles. We have to switch up the vehicles during the traffic signals, and we have to use the moderate speed. We have to ride the vehicles with the moderate speed to save the petrol and diesel. And next, we have to check out the regularly machine parts and tire pressure also we have to manage. And by this one we can control the petrol and diesel, isn't it? Today we are going to study that much we have studied in the previous class. Now we are going to study the exercise. For that, you have to open the textbook, the page number 62. You have to open the textbook. For that, the page number 62 you have to open. What are the advantages of using CNG and LPG as a fuel? Advantages of CNG and LPG. CNG, natural compressed natural gas, we can say. CNG means compressed natural gas. LPG means liquid petroleum gas. LPG liquid petroleum gas. See, what are the benefits of using these instead of using the petrol, diesel and kerosene? Petrol, diesel and kerosene having the high amount of carbon. On burning this petrol, diesel and kerosene, that may lead to the production of high amount of carbon dioxide and carbon monoxide, which will release in the atmosphere, isn't it? That's why if we use the CNG and LPG that contains less amount of carbon and gives more amount of heat and light and heat energy, if we use the CNG, what happens? It contains less amount of carbon. On burning a less amount of carbon, it releases the less amount of carbon dioxide or the carbon monoxide in the atmosphere. It means the CNG and LPG are less pollutant gas, and CNG and LPG are more potable gas that can be supplied to the pipelines. That's why the using of LPG and CNG gas is more suitable than using the other fuels. Yes, that you are correct. Next, come to the second question. See the second question. Name the petroleum products. Name the petroleum product used for the surfacing of road. Petroleum product. Which petroleum product we are using? That is bitumen. Bitumen we are using. The second question. Bitumen. Yes, bitumen. Second. Third one. Now see the third question. Describe how coal is formed from dead vegetables. Vegetations. Dead vegetation. What is this process called? See, one more point I left, that is vegetations, the decomposition of vegetables I left, that is carbonization. Carbonization. One point I left. Sorry for that. Carbonization. Carbonization. Carbonization means the process of decomposition of dead plants under the earth crust by forming into the coal is called as the carbonization. Whatever the plants that is buried under the soil, the plants that was buried under the soil and they are undergoing decomposition and turns to the coal. You have studied the dead vegetables are the plants that is buried under the soil 3 million years back, that is buried under the soil and turns to the coal. The process of conversion of the dead plants and decomposing under the crust by forming the coal is called as the carbonization, or the process of formation of coal by the decomposition of dead plants under the earth crust is called as the carbonization. That process what? Yes, carbonization. Third question. Describe how coal is formed. How coal is formed from the dead vegetation. What is the process? That is the plants gets decomposed under the soil at high temperature and high pressure, and that will turn to the coal, and the process is called as the carbonization. Next, come to the fourth question. Fill in the blanks they have given. Fourth question. That is third one. Carbonization. Carbonization. Fourth one. Fossil fuels are dash dash and dash. That is, fossil fuels are coal, petroleum, and CNG, natural gas, compressed natural gas. B question. Coal, petroleum, and CNG. Process of separation of different constituents from petrol is the process of separation of constituents from the petroleum, different diesel, kerosene, paraffin wax and petrol. Separation of this constituent from the petroleum is called as the petroleum refining. That is, the answer is petroleum refining. Petroleum refining. C question. Least polluting fuel for vehicle are, that is least polluting fuel, that is CNG, compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas. Compressed natural gas. Yes. Next, fifth question. Fifth question. Tick the cut true. Tick the true and false to the below statement. See, fifth one. Fossil fuels can be made in the laboratory. Is it possible to make in laboratory? No. False. A. Fossil fuels is unable to make in the laboratory. A. Fifth. Fifth A. False. It is prepared. It is formed by the decomposition of dead organic matter. Then B. CNG is more polluting fuel than petrol. False. C. CNG is not more polluting. Petrol is a more pollutant than the CNG gas. Next, come to the sixth question. See, coke is almost pure form of carbon. True. Coke is a most pure form of carbon. D. Coal tar is a mixture of various substances. True. Yes, we have studied it. It is a mixture of more than 200 substances. D. That is the fifth D. That is true. Then fifth E. See, kerosene is not a fossil fuel. False. It is a fossil fuel. The next, see the sixth question. Sixth question. Sixth question. Explain why fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resources. Because in your textbook, see, I will explain orally. See, total availability of exhaustible natural resource like coal and petroleum and natural gas. Each group may have the different consumption pattern. Generations. Because I will tell you what the question you have given. Explain why the fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resource. Fossil fuels are exhaustible natural resource because for the formation of fossil fuels it takes a long time, more than millions of years it takes to form when the plants and animals are buried under the soil. That is, if a huge amount of plants and animals buried under the soil, and if that undergoes a decomposition at high temperature and high pressure, then only it is possible to convert turn into the fossil fuels. Otherwise, the fossil fuels will not form. And for formation of fossil fuels, it needs a more amount of plants and animals has to bury, and it will takes a long time to form. That's why the natural resource. And next one, what happens? That is present in the limited form in the earth crust. If you are going on continuously using the fossil fuels, what happens? That will be complete in the future. That's why we can say that fossil fuels are the exhaustible natural resource that will complete in the future, isn't it? That you are right. Next, 20th question. 20th question. Describe the characteristics and use of coke. Describe the characteristics and uses of coke. Coke is a, see the page number 58 they are given. It is a tough, porous and black substance. It is obtained. It is also a pure form of carbon, and it is obtained on processing the coal. Coke is used in the manufacture of steel, and we are using it in the manufacture of steel, in the reverberatory furnace, and extraction of many metals and all. That you are right. Next, explain the process of formation of petroleum. Explain the process of formation of petroleum, how the petroleum is forming. For a long time, for a long number of couples of years, hundreds of years, thousands of years, or millions of years. See, when the aquatic animals die and buried under the earth crust in the Dead Sea seabed, when the aquatic animals died and buried under the soil in the seabed, due to the formation of different layers of soil, these animals undergoes decomposition for the long time. When they decomposes for a long time, near about millions of years, that will turn to the petrol. Isn't it? Petroleum. The next, dear students, 9th question. The following table, they have given a table, show the total power shortage in India from 1991 to 1997. Show the data in the form of graph. Plot a graph percentage for the year on the x-axis, y-axis, and year on the x-axis. See, we have to plot a graph. On x-axis, this one is the x-axis, this one is the y-axis. See, on x-axis we have to take the year 1991, 1992, 1993, 1994, 1995, 1996, and here 1997. 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97. Then on the x-axis, y-axis we have to take one, two, three. 2, 3, 4, 5, 2, 3, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. One, two, three, four, five, six, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Yes. Then here we have to plot the diagram. On 1991, how much? 7. See. 7.9. It is better to write x-axis readings you have to take 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. Yes, he is going to tell us 7.5, 7.9. Here 7, exactly the 7. 7.9 means like that. 90. Yes, 9 here. The next on 1992, 7.8. Next 8.3. Eight is here, 8.3. Then 1994. Again 7.4. 7 is here. 7 is here, 7.4. The next 95. 7.1. 7 is here. Then 96. 9.2. 9 is here. Then on 97, 11.5. 11 is here. 11.5 here. That we have to draw the diagram. Like that, we have to draw the diagram. That we have to take the ear. Here, that we have here shortage. Shortages. Yes, the remaining we will study in the next class. That you have to, by zooming the video, you can point or note down your favorites. The remaining we will study in the next class. video and